Going on, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. We got the Friday night news. We're gonna be talking about some good stuff tonight. I've got a lot of planned. What's going on, everybody? We got KO, Mickey, K-Bar, Mr. Negative, Dr. Cosmo, Kaiser, Mark McGrath in the house. What's good, everybody? I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I appreciate you all tuning in to hang out tonight. Is it worth the hype? No. Glad we sold that. Nah, we got some other good stuff to talk about tonight. That's why we're not gonna be starting with that. I've got a package to unbox for you guys. I received it from Black Box Comics, which is funny because someone commented on one of my videos earlier about reading any Black Box Comics stuff, and I was like, that's funny. I got a package to open up from them. So I'm gonna be doing that for you guys, seeing what's inside. We're gonna be talking about some of the spec going forward with the Spider Boy. We got something else with Spider Friend and the Recluse. We're gonna be going over. We're gonna be checking out eBay prices. Recent sold, what some of them are selling for, and even who the characters are. But I got some cool top 10 lists to go over, and we're going to wrap everything up. I actually finally figured out the audio, and I got a couple videos to watch with you guys. KO, if you ever need a comic, I go to Midtown at 9 a.m. every Wednesday. Oh, man, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you, KO. Spitzkoff, what's good, man? All right. Now we got all that out of the way, what we're going to be doing tonight. Let's get this package out of the way. We can see what's in it. As you can see, I blocked off all my shit, but Black Box Comics got some cool stuff in there. It feels heavy. I'm excited to see. So we get to see even what their shipping's like. So that's always important. I always think it's a big deal. And this, I ripped that. That's not how it came, just so we all know. But we're going to be checking this out first, seeing what goodies are in here. And if Black Box ends up tuning in, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for sending this my way. I always talk about wanting to read your stuff. I mean, granted, I feel bad. I could literally just put it on my my pull list, but at this point, I don't really have a lot on my pull list. I just kind of show up to the shop and hope for the best. Joseph Felt. Hey! No, not that one. Different one. Like I said, it feels heavy. It feels like there's some good stuff in here. And they did a great job with the outside tape, but it always is important to see what it looks like on the inside. Now, I don't know if this was... Oh, wait, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if this was meant to be this way, but this is cool. Hold on. Got two Black Box Comics pens. I don't know if you could... Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, man, backwards. There we go. There's one pen. Another cool little pen from Black Box Comics. Not going to be able to get that one. Either way. I thought... At first, I looked at that. I said, yo, there's no way they packaged that up and accidentally left pens in there. That'd be a little funny. Here we go. Alright, so opening it up, I wish I could, I had an overhead right now. Opening it up, they are, oh my goodness, there's a stack of these bad boys in here. A fat stack of books, guys. Good packaging. It wasn't, I'm going to be real with you, it wasn't taped down and these weren't really together, but they were all secure. So it's good packaging, in my opinion. Alright, we're going to look at it together. We got Dream Master number 1. I keep hearing really good things about Dream Master. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I heard this is a fantastic read. I'm really excited to check it out myself. Even if I miss it live, I enjoy checking it out. Joseph, that means a lot. Thank you. So we got Dream Master. What we got next? Let's move this out of the way. Or move it closer, either way. All right, here we go. Dream Master. Ninja Kaiden. Oh, it's another one I was looking forward to reading. Dude, Black Box Comics. Devil's Dominion. Yo, I'm telling you what, Black Box Comics has some underrated shit. I've been looking forward to read these for a very long time now, and I never see them at my LCSs. Even when I was in Oklahoma, there was one shop in Oklahoma that would carry Black Box Comics, but that was before I really started getting into the indies. That was when I was mainly reading just Marvel and Image and kind of Boom Studios here and there. But then, you know, as I got a little bit further into my military career and I was getting ready to leave Oklahoma, I was like, oh, they sell these. And they had they had Scout, they had Black Box Comics, they had all of those publishers there. And then we got Devil's Dominion, Psycho List, Dijin Hunter. Oh, man. What was this one? Shino Kage. Yeah, Shino Kage. So it's all their number ones, it looks like. Project Icarus. Big and Tiny. IT, and then Wilder. I think it's IT. Oh man, dude, that's awesome. Black Box, like I said, if you're watching, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys sending this my way. It's literally, I think it's literally number one of all of their stuff. I'm so excited to read this. And then I'm probably gonna end up doing a giveaway with all of this as well. Because they sent it to me. I'm gonna read it. I'm going to enjoy it, but also, somebody else can enjoy it too. Hey, Cobian, what's up, man? Angel, what's going on, guys? Mark, you're the man. You're the man now, dog. We're all watching live when AR went big time. Man, I'm not. I'm literally not big time at all. I'm just chilling. Cool package, Robbie. Also, dude, Robbie's the man. Robbie is a good guy. I would like to do some sort of live stream with him too. I know he used to do something with Gem Mint, and I know they don't do that anymore. So I don't know what happened with that. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go a little bit. We're gonna go a step further, and we're gonna check out some of the artwork together as well. Everything came in a nice bag and board. Artwork looks cool. Dude, this series, Dream Master, looks like it starts off with a bang. Holy crap. So here's this is literally like the second page in. That's the second page. So that's what the artwork looks like. Dream Master is written by, let's see, writer is Jonathan Hedrick, and the artist is Luigi Barcielli. So there we go. Let's do another little page for you guys. This is like the third page in, so it's not really spoilers. That artwork looks cool. It's a nice, it's a wraparound cover. There we go. Wraparound cover. Book's in great condition. No spine ticks. No dings, no dents, no nothing. It does have a $5 price tag on it. So if you were unaware of that, now you know. It's got $5. Oh, Hedrick did the recount. If you guys didn't check out the recount's a good-ass series as well. I didn't read the newest one. Empire Comics, what's good, man? AR, how do you decide in which format you buy older stories, singles, trades, Omni? I always go Omni. At this point, if it's not new comic book day, I really don't get that many singles. My collection, I always talk about what you're looking at is basically it. I've got mangas on that back wall. I got my video games right here. And in my closet, I got about like 6 short boxes of new comic book day books. I've got 1 short box of keys. So there's the only time I will get a key book or a single is if it really has some sort of meaning to me. Like I'm still sitting on ASM 29, what I think it's in really good condition. I'd probably put it like a 6, maybe a 6.5 as is, but without doing any inspection. That's just like a guesstimate right there. But that was my first big key that I've ever picked up. I mean, when I was younger, I don't think I really had anything. I probably just had a bunch of shit dollar books if I can remember. But getting older, getting back in the comics, I love that cover. It's an absolute classic. It's this cover, if you guys didn't know. Well, I guess technically not this cover. This is a redone version of it. But the one on the back right there. Right there. That's probably my biggest key in my collection right now. And I'll never get rid of it. It was the first big book that I ever bought. And I think I only spent like $80 on it at the time. So for reasons like that type of shit, that's why I'm not going to, that's why I don't really get into a lot of single issues at this point. You always hear everybody talking about, oh man, I got a whole room full of long boxes. Oh, I got this. I mean, yeah, I got a whole room full of this shit too, but it's more compact. I mean, I guess it's kind of compact. It fits on a shelf a lot easier. I'll say that much. Sean, what up? What's up, everyone? I'm at, oh man, checking it out on work break. I appreciate that. If you can't put that back out, picking it up, AR ain't reading. So that was Dream Master. The artwork looks great, and they said the writer's the same one that did the recount, and the recount is another one that I really recommend checking out. So move that one aside. We're not going to go through every single one of them, but I do want to take a moment to just appreciate the books and appreciate the artwork, and really thank them for sending this my way, because it does mean a lot. It's really cool. Now I have an opportunity to check these books out. So next up, we got Ninja Caden. I could be wrong. Did Bueller do? Did he have an exclusive for Ninja Caden? I almost feel like he did. Let's see. Oh, the artwork looks cool for this too. Guys, we got something on our hands here. If you've never checked this out before, we got some good artwork. I heard it's a really good story. I've literally on this stack. Dream Master, Ninja Gaiden, Devil's Dominion. I heard those were like the best go-to ones from them. Not to say anything about saying like the other ones aren't good or anything like that, but those are the ones that I hear always are getting hyped up. So this one is written by Eric Policki, and then the artist is Lucas Meyer. So I'm excited for that one too. Ninja Gaiden, Bueller. I'm pretty positive he had an exclusive for this. He does a lot of stuff with Black Box Comics, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll check out Devil's Dominion as well, mainly because I think Devil's Dominion is the first one that I really heard of from Black Box Comics back in the day, and I was always like, oh, that looks really cool. And I forgot to show you, the Ninja Gaiden didn't have a wraparound cover, but Dream Master did. This one also isn't a wraparound cover, but it still looks really nice. Ooh. I think I might like... I'd have to go back and look at Dream Master, but I think I like this artwork the most. I think this might be my favorite artwork so far that I've seen. This is great stuff. And here's another quick little page. This is great art. Great art for allegedly a very good story. I think, yeah, that's a toss-up between that and Dream Master. Those other two only had a $3.99 price tag on it. So Dream Master had a $4.99. Just want to let you guys know. Let's see. Oh, dude. I'm a sucker for wraparounds as well. Can't wait for a Bueller cosplay cover from one of them Dynamite books. I'm sure that time's coming at some point. Robbie just did one as well. But let's let me move that out of the way. Once again, thank you so much, Black Box Comics. I appreciate you sending me that package. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I'm really pumped to start reading them. But now, it took me a long time. I was playing with the stream earlier today. I finally figured out the volume situation and how to do that. Oh no, you want a Bueller to cosplay? I don't know about that. I don't talk to him very often. I think every once in a while I reach out, but I know he's buddies with Robbie, and he's starting to do a lot more shit with the Dynamite guys as well. All right, but the first thing I want to talk about today that everybody has been fucking, just going crazy over is I feel like it's this Spider-Man 7. And yeah, we've talked about it a little bit. We talked about it, I think, in yesterday's stream for a little bit. We probably brought it up. No, we probably brought it up Tuesday because we brought up the Marvel's Voices issue that released this week. We were kind of doing a little comparison for those. So my thoughts and opinions on this is, so I brought this first article up. I got kind of 3 articles. Well, we'll talk about that one right after. So this one's from CBR. It's Who is Spider-Boy? Marvel's newest Spider-Man ? Marvel always does this type of shit. They always bring in new characters, and at this point, we've got an insane amount of these Spider characters as well. Look at this week. Like I said, we're going to be talking about it a little bit later, but Marvel's Voices, Spider-Verse, I think that's what it's called. They've got a brand new character, Recluse, and they've also got Spider-Friend. So 2 new first appearances as well, and people are only going crazy over the John Zhang cover. I mean, his artwork's pretty damn sweet, but the moral of the story is we've got a brand new Spider character, and that's him right there on the front cover. This is the one that everyone's going crazy over. This is the Humberto Ramos secret variant. And just a quick little peek on eBay. These are Canadian, UK, but here from August 14th, which is I'm pretty sure today, August 14th today, $36. $36 with pretty much $4 shipping. So roughly a $40 book right here. This one's about $35. This one sold cover A, and I believe that is cover B, the spoiler variant, for $50 right there with $6 shipping. And this ugly-ass one right under. I'll tell you what, the amount of homages that they do for the freaking McFarlane covers, either ASM 300, which they also did for this book, or the Torment one here, it's absurd at this point. Hey, man, shout out from... Hey, what's going on, man? Pennsylvania. Todd Mealy, how you doing today, buddy? I appreciate you popping in. Let's see. Spider-Boy is popular because of how damn funny the memes are. I actually haven't been seeing that many memes. Am I a dumbass? I see no actual reason behind this hype and chatter about Spider-Boy. I could have sworn that the issue... that had an issue graded the first day it came out. It's probably like a pre-release thing. Like somebody probably had them from a shop, or they knew they were getting a lot of copies, so they sold it as a 9.8 pre-release. So when they eventually do get it back, they'll sell it. And then assuming they don't get a 9.8, they'll probably just cancel the order. But if I had to take a guess, that's what it is. Look at this one. 3 copies for $104.50. So I bring this up. I think I have the other ones. Yeah. So I wanted to bring this one up mainly because this is a brand new Spider character. And, you know, if you are into speculation and you really are, you know, this is something that you kind of keep an eye on, Spider-Man is arguably one of the biggest characters from Marvel. It's every time there's a Spider something, everybody loses their minds. Everybody is excited about it. And for this reason, a first appearance, people are going to go crazy. All they got to do is throw Spider in front of the fucking name and they're going to lose their marbles on it. Joseph L., gotta say, I'm not a fan of the name Spider-Boy. That's because there's another Spider-Boy that's already established in Marvel. I can show pictures of that. I can bring that character up too. But think about it this way. This released, 2 weeks ago, I believe, at this point. So it's been out for 2 weeks. And yeah, it's you know, if anything, it's actually raised its value a little bit. Like, people are still going crazy over this one. But 1 week later, this last Wednesday for New Comic Book Day, we got the release of this one, Spider-Friend and Recluse, new heroes swinging into the Spider-Verse. We had Marvel Voices Spider-Verse. It's a brand new one-shot. They did a whole bunch of those Marvel Voices. They had a lot of Pride issues and shit like that. But this one happens to have a couple first appearances in it. And who are they? More Spider characters that people are talking about. They're not talking about it as heavy as the Spider-Boy because, as you can tell, looking at some of this, the John Zhang one, looking at $25, $30 with shipping, $35 with the John Zhang and cover A. So it's not selling for nearly as much money. $22 for John Zhang, almost $30 free shipping, and then the cover A. So cover A is about $10, and the John Zhang cover is about $25 to $30, give or take, something around there. Let's see. I don't understand why Marvel thinks that spider powers are the only reason Peter Parker is such a popular character. I agree with that too. They keep throwing these spider characters out there with these random dumbass powers. People love Spider-Man for the character that he is and the things that he stands up for and believes in. He's always been a good guy, and he's always going to go out of his way to do the right thing. And after years and years of doing this, a lot of other really cool villains that came into the picture, he never lost who he was. And he just solidified himself as just a Marvel staple character. Everybody loves Spider-Man. And if you don't love Spider-Man, you can't disagree that most people do love him. He is a fan favorite. It is what it is. But take that for what it is. 3 first appearances within the last 2 weeks of Spider characters. Now, what I will say, though, is I don't believe that these will hold as much value. I think these Spider characters, Spider-Friend and Recluse, I think they're going to be more along the lines of, I don't want to say Spider-Man noir, but you know what I mean? Someone that was just in the multiverse, one of those types of characters. And I kind of want to bring up Spider-Zero at that point too, because that's the next thing that I was going to bring up. Remember Spider-Zero when the Into the Spider-Verse series came out from, it looks like 2018, 2019. Spider-Zero was huge at that time because people are saying, what if this is Miles Morales' baby sister from, the future or a different dimension? It could be his sister. It could be now an established character that has a relationship with Miles Morales, who was also arguably a massive character to begin with. I mean, look at some of those prices for his first appearance. People are going fucking bonkers over that still. But the thing is as time went on, we never got the identity. She never really showed up again. People lost interest. Look at this. Cover A selling for $10. The Walmart exclusive, $25. I don't know why that one's selling for so much money. I think those covers are god-awful. But then eventually moved down. You've got second printings, and you've also got a 1 in 25 incentive. So clearly those are the ones that are still selling for a tad bit more money. But either way, $115 for a second print first appearance, 9.8, really isn't all that special. But it's the fact that she now exists, and she kind of was forgotten about. So we can take that out of the way. And now we can look at this. Who are these 2 characters? Spider-Friend and Recluse? We're probably not going to see them again for a little while. This price is going to go down too. It's probably going to be a $1 bin book probably within the next month or so. If I had to take a guess, you're going to find it for cheap. I'm sure there's probably a lot of shelves that still have this book. I wouldn't be surprised. But now going back to Spider-Boy. Well, we can get these eBay ones out of the way. So out of all those things that I talked about, do I believe Spider-Boy is worth the hype? And I think let me get caught up on some of these first. Spider Daddy Longlegs. Spider Daddy. Hey, speak that shit into existence. You never know what Marvel's going to do. There could be a Spider Daddy on the way. With all the talk about the lame, for the most part, Spider characters, I haven't heard anyone talking about how great the stories are. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's because most of the stories are not good. They talk about the hype behind the character and what the character could mean going forward for Marvel Comics. But the problem is they still kind of suck, most of them. Mephisto kidnapped Peter and MJ's baby in the 90s. I believe it's canon. That's your Spider story. Are you talking about, what was it, Brand New Day or One More Day? Is that the one you're talking? One More Day? I don't know if that was the 90s. I could be wrong. I don't think that was the 90s. I don't even know if that's the same story, but I know that kind of showed their baby from the future, and then because, well, I don't want to spoil the story, but more of a story was it didn't exist then. Before that, gotcha. They're drawn in the background of the movie, the hype. See that too. If they're in the background, the hype is going to go. That's part of the issue. They think his powers are what matters. So Peter isn't even Peter anymore. Yeah, he's doing all these. Yeah, they focus on all these things in the new series that he can do and he can't do, but they don't focus on who he is as the character. Peter Parker is I mean, obviously Spider-Man's awesome, but it's who's behind the mask as well that really makes that character. And I think Marvel's really lost who Peter Parker is over these few years, or more than a few years at this point. I imagine them sitting around the writer's table just good. I wouldn't be surprised. But so like I was saying, after everything that I just got done saying about this, Spider Zero, and I will be honest, I spec'd hard on Spider Zero. I sold a few copies of Cover A when they were going for about $20 still. But I think I have a couple of the second prints. I've got a couple of the incentives. I got still quite a few Cover A's. I felt as though that character could have been really big going forward. And obviously, she's only showed up in one more series, and we still never got what her identity was. However, I didn't read Spider-Man 7, but I read what the character pretty much did in that issue. I don't know if this article has any of that. It doesn't look like it. But I want to bring up some of the stuff that is in this article. It says the Spider-Man family just got bigger with the addition of Spider-Boy, Spider-Man's new sidekick, or maybe not as new as we think. And this is really important going forward. Spider-Boy made his first appearance in Spider-Man 7, published blah blah blah, wraps up the end of the Spider-Verse story that's been running through the series since its debut. The saga established any Spider-Man slain with a weapon called the Totem Dagger wouldn't simply die, but would be severed from the web of life and destiny, erasing them from existence along with anyone else's memory of them. I did read some of that. But like I said, it was just okay. So it doesn't actually have the spoiler in here, but here's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Dr. Cosmo, thanks for popping in, buddy. Here's what I'm gonna do. Spider-Boy. I'm gonna see if I can bring up the actual thing. Is this the one that's the one I just clicked on? Let's see. Maybe pop verse. Here we go. This is what I was looking at before, and I think this is why. Like I said, if you haven't read the issue, neither have I. But I think this is why people might be really hyping this one up. So, obviously, what is going on here? No, I do not want any notifications. I'm sorry, Popverse. So, it's rare to follow a series because of the character's powers. It's not sustainable attraction. The following comes from the character's personality and storyline. Facts. And the storyline hasn't been that great. And that's what we were saying is with Peter Parker, they really lost who he was over the years. So, this is basically one of the first panels with Spider-Boy, if not the first one. This is pretty much his first introduction, but nobody knows who he is. You see, who is he? Never seen him before. Which Earth did he come from? But then it's this. What are you talking about? I'm from here. It's me, Spider-Boy. I don't think they have, they do have the rest of it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. Really, after everything I've done for, you know what, screw y'all, I'm out. And then, some of the other characters are talking about it too. We shouldn't have let him bolt like that. Show's over. Now we have to get everyone back to their proper Earths. But that's just it. Now that he's been to rewoven back into the Great Tapestry, I can tell this Spider-Boy was telling the truth. He is from Earth 616. Some of the other panels also talk about that he's been on so many adventures with not only Miles Morales, but also Spider-Man, because he references them by their first name. He says, "Oh, Miles, Peter, you guys are all here. What's up? It's me." He knows who they all are. They've been on a ton of different adventures together, apparently. But they have no idea who he is. So based on that, no, we might not be seeing him for a while. We might not see him for hell. It could be like another year or so, just like Spider-Zero did in the original series Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. It's the fact that he knows who they all are. He's done all these missions. He's done all of this stuff. They've been through hell and back together, apparently. And now he's upset because they don't remember who he is. He's going to come back. Will he play a big role? I mean, I don't know. We already have Miles Morales. We've got Spider-Gwen. We've got Peter Parker. We've got all these other Spider characters that to me are very important, and they're staple Spider characters, Spider-Woman as well. Is Spider-Boy going to hit that mark? Probably not, but he knows who they are. He's allegedly established in the comics knowing them. He's been on adventures, and he's allegedly also from Earth 616. So out of all the things that we just got done talking about, I think that I'm not saying I'd spend $30 or $40 on this book, but I think if you can get a decent priced book on it, might want to hold on to one for a little bit. Let's see. Kaiser, was Spider Shadow the What If by Chip Zdarsky? Because if so, that was really good. And Dark Ages was also really good. Last Hunt, I didn't read. Yeah, the Spidey ongoing's garbage. I've heard guesses that it's Alpha. Which one's Spider Alpha? I don't even know. There's too many of these fucking characters, guys. All right, cool. I got a 7, but not the variant. Just see, that's a lot. What's really crazy is I was reading this series, and I ended up dropping it. And I don't regret it at all. The series was pretty bad. But that was that. And if you guys didn't know, so this is also what I was talking about as well. So because it was so popular and all the stuff that did happen, it did get a second printing, which to me, Marvel doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of second printings anymore. But yeah, Spider-Boy's Spectacular debut scores a second printing. It's going to be hitting shops May 17th. So if you weren't able to get a copy, this is probably going to be it for you guys. And this is going to be the cover of it as well. Spider-Boy with Spider-Man 2. So that's a cool one. I think that's the one. This is the incentive. Yeah. How many Spider-Man 7 second prints? I have no idea. For a fun Parker Spidey issue, all out Infinity fights the Avengers. Oh, that's cool. His shoes remind me of Bomb Pops. I don't think it's a cool costume. I think they're just throwing shit at the wall and they're trying to see what sticks at this point. If I had to, really take a guess on that one. That's it. We're going to jump into Recluse and Spider-Friend because, we talked about the other stuff, and I figure we'll still bring these up as well, even though I don't think these are going to be as relevant compared to maybe Spider-Boy. We're still going to bring it up. Lyle, what's going on, buddy? Looks like Erratic. Oh, my, Mark, that's what it was. It does look like Erratic to me. Here, check this out. Oops. Oh my god, that looks just like Erratic. Good catch. How is Spider-Friend a real name? I'm telling you, there's going to be Spider-Buddy and Spider-Pal coming up next. Wow. Yeah, that was a hell of a catch, Mark. That does look just like Erratic. All right, here we go. Here's the real plot twist on all the shit. AWA's kind of reborn world that they're creating has a crossover with the Spider-Verse in Marvel, and bang. What was his name? I can't remember his name from Erratic. All I know is he's going to use his powers, his 10-minute powers. He's going to hop through a portal, and he's going to meet all the Spider-Friends. Yeah, all of them. Spider-Rat. In the series finale, they all eat dinner at Spider-Granny. Aunt May is a Spider character too. That was on that's one of the covers. Ollie, yes. Good call. Man, I was going to say, for some reason I was going to say Willie. I was like, I know it's not Willie though, but I knew it had like the IE at the end. But yeah, Aunt May is a Spider character in one of the different universes. So, that in theory could happen, I guess. So let's check these out. So Spider-Friend and Recluse. Spider-Friend is on the left, Recluse is on the right. It says, in Marvel Voices, Spider-Verse #1 brings several fan-favorite characters back in stories told by rising talents in the industry. Fan favorites. You heard it here. Let's see. Cody Ziegler. That's cool. Miles Morales Spider, written by Cody Ziegler. Artist, Janoy Lindsay. Let's see. All right, here we go. Spider-Friend will debut in Marvel's... at least I think... I was going to say, I think that's Recluse. Writer and artist Jason Liu will be entering the Spider-Verse and Marvel Voices Spider-Verse with an original Spider-Hero, Spider-Friend. How are you going to do that? Just read that sentence out loud. Writer and artist Jason Liu will be entering the Spider-Verse in Marvel Voices Spider-Verse with an original spider hero, Spider-Friend. Original? I mean, maybe technically it's an original character. You named it Spider-Friend. How? That's not even creative. That's nothing. You're just probably just sitting there. You're just like, Spider what? Spider friend, Spider friend. Yo, Peter Parker, they're all friends with each other. Everybody loves each other in the Spider-Verse. Make it his friend. This wall crawler whose real name is... Oh, my God. This wall crawler whose real name is Peter Park comes from a Marvel multiverse that is teased as being filmed in front of a live studio audience. As his world is filled with laugh tracks, Spider-Friend's standout costume can be seen from new art from the artist in Hookley. That's stupid as hell. That sounds dumb. Space crime. Spider-Friend sounds like a SoundCloud rapper. Can you imagine this guy? Like I said, I think that's Recluse. But imagine this guy in the corner, Peter Park, also known as Spider-Friend. He just pops up. He's like, hey man, you're on the streets just walking, doing your thing, and this dude walks up to you with his mixtape or his little CD. He's like, I got my SoundCloud right here. You trying to hear it? I mean, sure, maybe I'll hear it. $10. Get the hell out of here with that crap. That's what it sounds like. So it sounds like somebody that's on the freaking street. Space crime. That's funny as hell. Mark McGrath, the Truman Show Spider. Dude, the Truman Show's great. I hope you all seen that movie. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey as well. Aunt May Spider, Rickety Bony Spider. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Let's see if it says anything else. Spider-Friend's costume is pretty unique among Spider-Verse heroes. Well, all right, so that's apparently Spider-Friend. I was wrong. That's allegedly Spider-Friend, and then Recluse. That one's Recluse, which looks cooler to me. I'm not saying it's unique or anything, but it looks cooler than this all-original, super unique one that I'm sure you could type in Marvel and DC heroes, and there's probably pushing 10 costumes that look like this. But he does have a fanny pack. I don't know if you guys saw that. That might be the key difference maker is the fanny pack right in the front. He keeps it. That's where he keeps the mixtapes. Spider Crime, you're on to something there, man. That's where he keeps the mixtapes. With his bold red eyes and a mask that covers the top of his face, spider headache, and a colorful, skin-tight suit with a spider-themed pouch belt. No, it's called a fanny pack. Come on. Peter Park seems to be fun. Seems to be... I read that wrong. I thought that said Peter Park seems to be fun. I was like, all right, man. Like, I hope he's fun. I guess I don't fucking know. Peter Park seems to be a fun new character who will fit with the odder side of the Spider-Verse alongside the likes of Spider-Ham and Spider-Ramen. Spider-Ramen? There's a... All right, we're going to have to look that up. Who else didn't know that there was Spider-Ramen? Yo, if it wasn't hot as hell, oh my God. I had no idea that this existed. Peter Pot Noodle. Oh my God. What is this first appearance? Why are people not talking about Peter Pot Noodle? Spider Ramen used his powers to generate multiple bowls of ramen to use as webbing and to feed the homeless. You feed me, man. Dude, I'd be down for a bowl of ramen right now. I mean, like I was saying, it's hot as all hell here. So it would suck, but what I feel like people don't know about this, and people need to know about this. What is it? It doesn't even say oh wait, here it is. The first appearance, Spider-Verse Volume 3, issue number 5 of 2020. I read this. I have this. That shit ain't in there. I still have this, I think. What? Unpopular opinion, but I love all the Spider characters and the other variant characters. It's not unpopular, man. It's... If you make goofy shit like this, it is what it is. I mean, the idea and the concept behind it is you've got the Spider-Verse with all of these different variants of Spider characters. It's that a lot of them are starting to feel lazy to me. It's that they're just throwing shit at the wall and they're just trying to do everything. They're like, this is a pure example right now, but like, oh, I'm eating a bowl of ramen. What if there was a spider ramen bowl? What if there's a spider fucking pig, a spider lamp, a spider book? That's how it feels right now. You can have all of these random things like, come on now, Peter Pot Noodle. That shit's awesome. Peter Pot Noodle, the spider ramen bowl. That's so cool. But Spider Boy, Spider Recluse, that's literally Spider. That's not original. That's not unique. That's just a play on the other words. That's a synonym. At least I think it is a synonym. Spider Linguini. And see, that's getting cheap again because we got the Spider Ramen. Now, if they go to like a Spider Steak, Spider Burger, I don't know. I mean, that's still, I don't know. I guess that's just me enjoying that one a little bit more, but like I said, people need to know about this. Funny thing is, I bet Spider Ramen is some stoned intern's genius idea. It's got, I was gonna make a joke. Somebody just sitting down at a table, he's eating, he's probably stoned, and he's just like, man, what if there was just a Spider-Man bowl of ramen right now? I would love it. And then somebody overheard it and they're like, dude, that's a great idea. Let's just do that shit up. Throw it in like a secondary story at the Spider-Verse. That's funny. But we're going back to these schmucks right now. So it's where'd we leave off? A spider-themed pouch belt, also known as a fanny pack. Peter Park seems to be a fun new character who will fit in the other side of the Spider-Verse alongside the likes of Spider-Ham and Spider-Ramen. I don't believe that for an instant. This Truman Show kind of knockoff Spider-Man character, I don't believe that that's going to be on the cool side of Spider-Ham and Spider-Ramen. Spider Martini, right? Spider Martini, only 21 and over. The fanny pack is a based weapon, though. Yeah, that fanny pack, that's probably like a clown car where, you see the clowns, they just keep piling out of it, and you're like, how many can they fit in there? This fanny pack is probably like an endless thing where they can just pull whatever out of it. We can't wait to see the absurd hijinks Spider-Friend will get into. I just feel like, I don't know who wrote this, but I feel like they probably don't care. Liam McGuire hyped up Spider-Friend so much, and if I had to put $1 on it, I feel like Mr. Liam just doesn't give a shit. Peter Plopper. Isn't Peter Plopper the pig from the Simpsons movie? I think so. My 2 cents. What's good, man? Hey, y'all. What's up? Hope everyone had a great Friday. Go buy that new Metallica album. There's a new Metallica album out today? Get the hell out of here, man. I had no idea. Metallica's dope, though. I actually had Metallica on at the gym today. Let's see. And then this was the other one. So we got Recluse. We just got done tearing apart Mr. Spider-Friend here. So we'll see what Recluse has to offer. Sherilyn Eaton, Marvel voices Black Panther, and Julian Shaw, Marvel voices Legacy, are taking readers to a new side of the Spider-Verse as their Marvel voices Spider-Verse. Story will spotlight a dystopian future where Electro has complete control of electricity and power. Never fear, though, because rising to confront the villain is the new hero, Recluse. I still think that's a stupid name. Like, I think of, when I hear Recluse, I think of Recluse Spider. So to me, that it kind of sounds like Spider to me. Or like the Recluse is, when I said like a Recluse Spider, I'm trying to categorize it as the type of spider. Like it's a type of spider. Like you wouldn't say Recluse Spider because I feel like that's redundant. It would be the type of spider is a Recluse. And so that's why I feel like this name is redundant. Spider Recluse. She can be seen in a new preview page, which shows her quickly launching from the sky into an alley in style. Witness Silk Recluse and Webweaver. Is Webweaver? I don't even know what the fuck Webweaver is. Recluse has several costume details separating her from the other Spider-Verse heroes. So yeah, at least she's like unique in that own aspect. From her massive puffed up yellow shoulder pads to a ponytail with a robotic spider at the end of it. It's kind of cool. I don't think it's based on this, I don't think it's that nice of a costume, but I think that's cool though, the little spider at the end. Aren't Recluse? Yeah, Recluses, I believe. Yeah, Recluses are super venomous because I feel like Oklahoma had Recluses and we had to... I never saw one to my knowledge, but Recluse lives in... I always felt that we had to be a little careful of them living out there. Spider-Rama is probably an editor's idea. All editors that work for Marvel can afford to eat. I don't even know where brown recluses are, but that's what I mean. So it is like the name. It is the type of spider. So it's kind of a redundant name. Let's see. Recluse's bold design will be fun to see in action. Doubt it. Marvel Comics will feature several stories alongside the debut of Spider-Friend and Recluse, showcasing old new heroes. All right, we just got done talking about that too. So, I don't know. We have them in Western Canada, Midwest and South. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought in Oklahoma that was like a spider that we had to watch out for. Izzy, what's good, man? So that's it for that. Was there another spider? Well, I was just going to look up real quick. I think they referenced her with somebody else, and I didn't recognize that. Was it Webweaver? Marvel Webweaver. That's probably from the Spider-Verse series. Marvel Webweaver. Action. Let's see. It was supposed to be named Web Slinger. Oh. Alright, I don't know. They're like bad neighbors you can't get rid of. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, in case if anyone was wondering, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. Fucking M button always sticks. Let's see. I'll do Comics Beat because they did it 3 hours ago. They beat the other fools out for that one. Here we go. So this is going to be a spoiler, but Nightcrawler becomes the Uncanny Spider-Man in a new limited series. So is this going to be a hot one too? Ooh, Nightcrawler becomes a spider character. Get the hell out of here with that. Yeah, Izzyverse. Next FOMO character. That's ridiculous. Webweaver. Oh, that's what that one is. Gotcha. Like a gold and black, I think. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We were just talking about this shit. Just when you think there weren't enough Spider-Men, thanks to the Spider-Verse, Marvel has announced yet another new web slinger with a unique twist. They all have some stupid unique twist. Oh my god, come on with that. It appears everyone's favorite fuzzy elf mutant Kurt Wagner, aka Nightcrawler, will be embracing a new role as the Uncanny Spider-Man in a 5-issue limited series from writer C. Spurrier and artist Lee Garbett. Why? That's it. That's the only thing I have to say is why. Are they trying to capitalize on Spider-Man? They're trying to get a little bit of extra money? There's no reason to do that. Fall of X. Between his work on Uncanny Spider-Man will be a 5-issue limited series written by mutant mastermind C. Spurrier. All right, you X-Men fans, is he a mutant mastermind? Continuing his thought-provoking work in the Krakoan era after Legion of X and Nightcrawlers and drawn by Lee Garbett, known for his blah, 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 Nightcrawler will embrace a new role in a classic New York City Bamfing hero. I'm going to need some water for this one. All right. This is ridiculous, and I think this is stupid. If of all the things that we just got done talking about today, this to me is the capitalizing on Spider-Man money right now. You know, at least with the other ones, Recluse, Spider-Friend, despite the names being stupid, the designs being stupid, they're throwing something at a wall that's a new character, and they want to see if it's popular. They want to see if it sticks. As much as us as fans probably don't like it, let it ride. Let them try it out. I mean, that's how you find new things out. That's how you learn what is a good character, and that's how you figure out what the fans really want to see. I'm sure a lot of fans are really getting tired of seeing this shit too, but hey, maybe one pops up in this mess of garbage that everyone's like, yo, this is really cool. That's a great character. And they continue on with it. Maybe Spider-Boy is that character. Who the hell knows? At least with Spider-Boy, I will continue to say they made the character established where he knows who Peter Parker is, he knows who Miles Morales is, he knows who the other characters are. They've been on so many adventures together, and now he's a salty little kid that they don't remember who he is. He'll be back. This right here, the Uncanny Spider-Man that is Nightcrawler with a spider costume, that's trying to capitalize on fans' money. They're trying to take an X-Men character that people like, and they're trying to take Spider-Man, who people also like. They thought, why not throw it together and see what the hell happens? That's exactly what this is. There's no reason for it. The series Uncanny Spider-Man, they could have done an actual Peter Parker Spider-Man series doing God knows what in it, and it probably would have been maybe cool. This doesn't need to exist. Oh, here we go. I've been a fan. Agree. All right. Oh, I missed a few. I definitely missed a few. Adamantium Spider. Well, they already not adamantium, but they do have that spider armor. So maybe they do something with that. And then Hulk Spider. Yeah, they did do the Hulk Spider. And then America Spider. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I can only imagine it's still in one of those series, though. Agreed, don't like it. Seems off. It's just stupid. I've been a fan of Nightcrawler since his first appearance. Who wanted this? Well, apparently not you, because you've been a fan since his first appearance. Like I said, this is just them. This is easily them just trying to capitalize on money, no doubt. Whatever sticks to the wall, pun intended, baby. I didn't even try for that one; it just happened. I'm lost on X-Men, brother. I'm sure a lot of other people are also lost on X-Men. Bet you that idea stemmed from the Nightcrawler's book. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure there's something that happened in that Nightcrawler's book that led to this, and I'm pretty sure it even says that they're going to be expanding from that series. Between his work on Legion of X and Nightcrawlers, he's no stranger to the character, blah, blah, blah. I think it said something about here. Yeah, continuing his thought-provoking work in the Krakoan era after Legion of X and Nightcrawlers. So, all it says is continuing his thought-provoking work. I don't know. Spicy Spider-Man, Peter Pepper, Uncanny Spider-Man. I demand an astonishing Nightcrawler series. Someone at Marvel's watching this. They're like, get that. Write that down, guys. Astonishing Nightcrawler. That's a good one. We're going to do that in 2024. How about Spider-Man as an actual mutant? I was going to say, I don't think there really is. I'm trying to think. I feel like every Spider character got their powers from something, but there's no actual Spider mutant. Unless if... Would the Doppelganger Spider character kind of fall under that category? Because that's, I guess, technically a mutant, I think. I don't know about that one. You guys know who I'm talking about, though, hopefully. Kaiser hit the nail on the head. I think it's just because he liked writing him during Sins of Sinister. It probably is true. He probably liked it. He's probably continuing on with it. There was a Spidey Nightcrawler clone in that book. Gotcha. I hate that. No, dude. Kaiser, you're not the only one. I've heard a lot of people are really enjoying Sins of Sinister. I heard it's a pretty solid read. Let's see if there's anything else about this one. Spurrier teased what's to come for the mutants' new role. Ooh, here it is, the tease. What we've got here is a spectacular new beginning. Oh my god. If we could go back for all of Marvel's shit in the last 5 years that had some sort of spectacular new beginning, you don't want to miss this. The craziest thing that's happened in 50 years. That is just like this tagline that has to be used at this point for Marvel. They just have to do it. All right. Which, yes, is code... Listen to that. That's pretty much just what I just said. We've got here a spectacular new beginning, which, yes, is code for perfect jumping on point, which leans hard into heroic, joyful, street-level action. That's funny as hell. Here we go. Let's see. Ways of X was good, but I haven't enjoyed Spurrier's follow-up series. Rasputin 4 is my favorite so far. Thing will never be the same. Overused tagline. Yeah, it's so incredibly overused. You remember that crap from... freaking Nick Spencer's run on Amazing Spider-Man? They were hyping up the whatever the what was it when Gleason did the what was it called, man? Remember the big issue number 50 when Gleason did all of those covers? That arc, they hyped that crap up for so long. Kindred was hyped up for so long just to be a refurbished character. Oh my god, I was done. I couldn't do it any longer. Kindred was so new. It was new. He was unique. I was like, this series sucks, but I want to know more about this character. I want to know who he is. I want to know why he knows everything about Spider-Man's past. Who is he? What does he deal with? And it was just, yep, and that was it. Oh my god, that was so depressing. Barking spiders are nasty. Oh, I don't even want to. I gotta look that up. Is that a real spider? A barking spider. Mark, did you read the Onslaught Revelation book? I remember the extremely long build-up they had for Kindred. Oh, but dude, it was terrible. What? Oh my god. An Australian spider which makes a hissing sound when disturbed. Dude, Australia is on the banned list for AR Comics to ever go to. I hate flying for starters. I hate snakes. I hate the heat. And it's hot as hell in Pennsylvania right now. And I don't know if I said I hate snakes, but I really hate snakes. Spiders don't bother me too much, but when you go to an area like that where everything's out to get you, why go there? I'm safe right here. I don't need to do that. Let's see. That was a special. All right. The spiders that look like hair when bundled up is scary. Dude, I'm not even gonna look that up. That's just crazy to me. That is just crazy to me. Here we go. So this is the last of pretty much it. Let's see. Writing Kurt has always been an exercise in heart. He was first to feel the cracks in Krakoa, the first to try and do something about it. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing really crazy there. Nothing great. For me, this series is a dream come true. A chance to write what my various briefs have never been... What my various briefs have never before allowed. Pure, joyful, bold fun, superheroic action, and thanks to Lee, it looks astonishing. You know what? I will say? As much as we're dumping on this right now, stuff like that, phrases like that, actually, I'm not even down for enough. Phrases like that really give me hope for comics like this, because we're saying it's overplayed, it's not unique, it sounds stupid, who asked for this? Well, nobody asked for it, because you've got the writer right here. For me, this series is a dream come true. This is something that this man has always looked forward to. A chance to write was what my various briefs have never before allowed. Pure, joyful, bold, fun, superheroic action, and thanks to Lee, it looks astonishing. So he gets an idea. So he finally is able to do something that he truly has always wanted to do. He's so excited for it, and he can do it exactly how he wants. While the character might not be a fan favorite, I have a feeling the series will probably be good. If you're an X-Men fan, X-Men and Spider-Man fan, I have a feeling you're going to like it. Rats don't bother me. I'd prefer not to see them. But if I saw like a rat and a snake next to each other, I'm going to keep my eye on that snake pretty hard compared to that rat. But next up, so that's it for the spider stuff. So we hit the unboxing already. If you guys are just tuning in, I unboxed something from Black Box Comics earlier. They pretty much sent over every single #1 issue that they had. What was it? Dream Master, Dark Dominion. I think it's Dark Dominion. No, Devil's Dominion. What the hell? Yeah, Devil's Dominion. I was like, Dark Dominion. I feel like that's something else. Devil's Dominion, Ninja Kaiden, and there's a bunch of other ones too. The artwork looked great. Nice covers. Nice. I'm excited to check it out. Why does it have to be snakes? Bro, snakes are scary as all hell. That's why. What, bro? Rats are the nastiest thing ever. I've never really been in an area that had a lot of rats. Like growing up in Pennsylvania, I mean, Philly obviously has rats, but I never lived in Philadelphia. But Allentown, where I grew up, we never had rats where I was at. Now, when I lived in Texas for a while, there was like cockroaches everywhere. Those are fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Bro, that's probably one reason I don't want to go to New York City. Rats are so common there and people don't care, and it's disgusting. But I'll still take rats at number 3. The snakes, number 1, they're from hell. Snakes are absolutely from hell. Cockroaches are probably second, mainly because the amount that I would see living in Texas on base, and then the damn things would jump at you and stuff. Ugh, it's disgusting. Oh, so I started getting into like game console refurbishing too. This is just a quick off thing. So I've been getting a lot of systems in the mail lately to try and refurbish. I'm trying to see, if I can fix them up. I got one in today. Oh my God, it was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. I started cracking it open. A fucking bug crawled out of it. And I was like, ugh, nasty for starters. I took it outside immediately. I took the case off this PS3. The entire interior was dead cockroaches. I was mortified. It was the most grossest thing I've ever seen. And I thought, whoever sent this to me had this in their house. They had this system, and what's really sad is the system turned on. It turned on and it worked. I threw it all out though. It was the grossest thing I have ever seen. The disk drive was completely rusted out, and it was horrendous. It was horrendous. All right, that was my story. Let's get into some other comics before I got one more thing for comics, and then I got a couple top 10 lists, and then I've got a couple videos. Hate cockroaches, bro. I'm eating, bro. As I'm telling you, we have really big garbage pandas up. Oh, Lyle, when I lived in Westchester, Pennsylvania, we had raccoons like everywhere. They would come out from the sewers, dude. They would come out from the sewers. And they would just dig through all the trash because it's a college town. So there's pizza crust everywhere. There's beer cans and shit. There's just a lot of trash. They would come out from the sewers, get their food, and go right back in. It was nasty. All right, I wanted to bring this one up mainly because this was probably the worst book that I read yesterday for New Comic Book Day. It was Moon Knight issue 22 or number 23, whatever the hell it was. It was basically Tigra featuring Moon Knight. And it just like they casually formed this relationship. And it was like the dumbest thing ever. I just wanted to bring that up because it was so stupid. And it even says Tigra make their relationship official in Moon Knight 22. It was so weird. It was actually, I got it right here. I'll show you how weird it was. I got it right here. Here, we'll go back to solo frame so you can get a big little peek at it. So like the whole issue is really Tigra and Tigra's son for whatever reason. And this is the weird thing. So this is going to be a spoiler, but since we're talking about it making official anyway, it's not a huge spoiler. They bring this up. Like they have like this random ass kiss at the very end after they got into a huge fight. And then one of the panels is she yells to her son like, "William, Mark's here and I think he's my boyfriend now." And he yells gross, and that's how the issue ends. That was so stupid. I thought, like, why is that necessary? It seems like, I don't know. It seemed like they didn't really need to do that at all. Let's see. B's here. Remember, Tigra was spying on Moon Knight for Black Panther. Oh, that was at the beginning. I thought they moved past that, though. And I could have sworn she mentioned that. I feel like she mentioned that she was spying on him originally, but then she turned to start helping him. I don't remember, though. There's a lot of crap that happened in that series. But let's move on. So I got a couple top 10 lists, but we're going to do a video first. I got two videos. What is this? Unboxing. That's not what the thing originally was, but I got two unboxings. They're not super long, 12 minutes. We'll chat it up. I like Swaggle House, and the other one's DJ Links. I haven't seen either of these videos yet, but like I said, I finally got the audio working. Oh wait, shit. I still got that on. There you go, guys. So like I said, one from DJ Links, one from Swaggle. So we're gonna watch both of those, and we can see what he got in them. And let me know if the audio doesn't work. Spam that right away so I know, but it should work. Yeah, it should work.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with Swaggle Hoss. And in this video, we got ourselves another comic book unboxing here on the channel for a raw key comic book that I already have a graded copy of. And so in this video, I want to do, of course, this unboxing with you guys, talk about this key, talk a little bit about why I decided to pick it up, what I paid for it, but most importantly, talk about this idea of the raw book rise.
Yeah, Izzy, I just wanted to bring it up real quick. I want to talk about Swaggle before I continue on, but I saw you put the hashtag Link Squad. I reached out to him on Instagram a little while ago, and I hit him up and I said, "Hey, it was for that video that was like the worst unboxing ever or something along those lines." I said like, "Hey, I want to play this during my stream. It looks like a good video. It's got some nice views, and I'll tell everybody obviously who you are, and speaking of, I'll tag them down below, or if I can, I will put I'll do it after the stream. I'll make sure I put their stuff down there." But he messaged me again a little bit after that and was like, Why do you want to play my video? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you put out good content. Like, if you've never seen DJ Links' shit. I think he's the one that does all of his own editing too. I think he edits some other people's videos, but he's really good at editing. So I like his stuff, and it was funny to just see that response. Like, why do you want to watch my video? But no, it's because if you're watching it, dude, it's because you got some good shit. But Swaggle, if you don't know who he is, he does. Here, we'll just bring up his channel super quick. He does like all investment type videos. Like, that's pretty much what he is. Get that out of the way. So you got stuff like this. Raw Books on the Rise. That's the one I currently have on. Spec Book Controversy. That didn't take long. Books about the rise. Sales are off the charts. So if you're trying to watch stuff with, investment, spec, that type of shit, Swaggle's got some really good videos. He seems like a really good dude too. But let's keep this one going.
A book revolution that I feel like we're feeling.
And he's got a crazy ass collection back there.
Before I get into it, if you guys could drop me a like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the content, help support the channel, do one of those things, I would appreciate it. But let us get into this unboxing here today. We got to undo this box. Undo the box. Let me get into the unboxing first, and then we're going to kind of have this conversation about sort of the raw books and everything. Because, I did that talk to dealer video the other week. And one of the interesting, points that Nico from the Blue Chip had brought up, where he was mentioning the fact that he felt like raw books were really the thing that a lot of people were going towards. And I feel like I can kind of add some extra context into that, or add some extra insight into that as well later on.
Now, before he gets into that, I totally agree with that as well. I know he's got his slabs back there. I got a couple slab books in my collection, but if you're on Instagram and you're even on Whatnot, when you saw people, even like a year and a half ago, maybe pushing 2 years, within the last 2 years, people were really going heavy on slabs. Everything had to be slab. They're slabbing shit. They're slabbing second prints. They're slabbing random ass cover Bs, new series that are just cover As, these random indie titles. Everything was getting slabbed because the logic was, it's going to sell for more. I'll spend $4 on this book, $20, $30 to get it graded, so call it $40 when it's all said and done. It's probably going to sell for $60 to $70. Unless it's a new series, first appearance, it's probably going to sell for around $100. So the mindset was, from everybody, was just slab everything. We're going to slab. That's what my shop did as well. They slabbed, borderlined everything new that was coming out. And that's exactly what they were doing. We were selling it on Whatnot. We started everything off at $1, but we did have some buy it nows in there. But that's what a lot of people did. They wanted everything slabbed. It looked nicer to display. They wanted it for their collection. It's going to preserve this book. But as time went on and the grade prices have rose a little bit, it's taking longer and longer to get books back. People have moved a lot more into the raw books again. And plus, for a lot of collectors, they want to be able to hold it. They want to just experience the book for what it was. Do you think there are people out there that fake slabs? Absolutely. I would be willing to bet money. So the reason I 100% agree with or believe that is let's see if I have... Let's see if we can tell from here. Let's see. So far, these aren't good examples. All right, here's a good example. So it might not be too easy to see on the screen. It might not be too easy to see. Hey, check that bad boy out. Bang, bang. Listen. I don't know if you can hear that on here. Can you guys hear that move? It shakes around a little bit. This book is absolutely not in place. And these, if you've never opened up a CGC slab before, they're really not that hard to open up either. And I would be absolutely willing to bet money that some of these little cracks that they have along the edges where it snaps open, what's to say that you take, say, for this one, ASM 361, 9.6. What if it was a 9.8? Maybe you could get a little bit more of a garbage copy, something that's floating around an 8.5, 9, and for whatever reason, you just happen to get one. You think that it could sneak by. You could easily slide that right in there and just glue it shut. There's people who are going to fall for that, 100%. But that's what I wanted to talk about because not all of them. That's why I said not all of these are good examples because some of them are in place. But when you get one like this where it's not in place and it shakes around, it's, you know, it's going to be a little tough, or it's going to be a little bit easier, I should say, to be able to crack this open, slip the book out, especially say if you're already like a scumbag doing shit like that, for all you know, you stole it. So say you destroy it in the process. What do you care? You stole it, or you got a good deal on it, whatever. And now you're trying to slip that other raw book in there. I feel like it's probably more of an easy thing to do. Not a book like this, like, you know, a big key or a Bronze Age key like that, but more modern books, like a modern hot cover or a modern first appearance that might be a big book. For example, like say, for example, the Spider-Man 7. People are going to start getting 9.8s back. What if, for example, like you get sadly a 9 or a 9.2? Who's to say you can't slip out one of your 9.8s for that 9.2? So it's, I don't know. I think they can do that. Let's see. I have about 20 slab totals, many long boxes or not. I'm about to host my first sale and whatnot for my LCS on 420. Oh, my 2 cents, man. I hope it goes really well for you. What I will say about Whatnot is I have been on there a lot more, mainly for the video game stuff. I'm telling you guys, I love making these comic book content, but I've been debating on doing video game content for you guys as well. Not like playing games, but refurbishing stuff and actually like cleaning and taking apart systems. Like I love doing that type of shit, and it'd be cool to do it with you guys. But I know this is, you know, I don't really want to mix everything together. But what I will say is, you know, going off of that, is I think a lot of the categories on Whatnot have really, really died off. But when you go into comics, they're still pretty hot. There's a lot that you see with like 20 to 40 on plus. But like the video games, they don't have a lot of people in them anymore, unless if you're a really big seller. Kaiser AR Gaming. I mean, that's actually what I've been floating around, something along those lines. But like I said, that'd be a whole different thing. I don't know. It's just another thing that I really enjoy doing, and I know there's a lot of people who watch this that also really enjoy games. So I like watching those videos. I like taking apart systems and cleaning them. So I don't know. Maybe if someone else likes to do that or likes to watch that, maybe I'll do it eventually. No slabs for me. I buy to read. Same here, KO. Those slabs are a little bit older. I've had them for quite some time now. If I'm going to sell, I'll get a slab. I don't even really sell comics at this point. I just hang on to them. Unless if it's the modern stuff that I usually sell when the set's complete. But let's start this up again. Probably need to put this frame back on too.
Later on when we get into this video. Yeah, okay, let's unfold this here. So this is actually a book that I picked up on a claim sale from Flip Mode Comics. If you guys happen to know Flip Mode, they are an Instagram consignment page. Definitely worth checking out their Instagram live claim sales. I mean, part of me selfishly doesn't want you guys to know about their Instagram live claim sales.
KO, it would be a whole separate channel if I did that. It'd be something totally different.
But at the same time, I feel like, you know, I got to shout them out.
Yeah, like I was saying, it would definitely be a different channel. It wouldn't be on here. But Flip Mode, if you do check them out, they, like you said, it's an Instagram consignment. They do a lot of sales, and they get a lot of really good books. I think from what I remember, their prices are pretty good. I don't think they have crazy prices, but definitely check them out.
But here is a book I picked up from them. They had this one.
Nice, Mark.
They're kind of they basically just picked up a huge, massive collection, and they had this book, and it was a book that I wanted to upgrade on my upgrade list.
I bet you I saw that picture or that
book I actually
what they
had
did
in my top 5 comic books in my collection. But this book right here is, of course, Silver Surfer #3. First appearance.
Wow, that's
of
a good
Mephisto.
price too.
Well,
$400.
You guys can already see what the grade is, what the price was. They had it at a 7.0, $4.95.
Wow.
They actually gave it to me for $400.
That's a hell of a price.
I thought that was a really, really good deal.
That is.
Especially considering that my graded copy of the 5.5 is also a book that probably retails right now for $400, you know, fair market value. So I felt like, you know.
Uh-oh. I'll pause that and I'll let the internet try to figure out what it's doing. But to add on to that, if this helps out at all, when comics were kind of not at the peak, but when they were on the uppity up, if you've ever been to Oklahoma, there's a shop out there called Shadow Mountain Comics. You walk in there and it's like, it's fucking mind-blowing. They have all these keys. Everything is basically a slabbed book. And if it's not a slab book, it's behind in glass cases. They've got a lot of very, very high-end books, and they had that Silver Surfer there, first appearance of Mephisto, and I was looking into getting it. I don't think it was slabbed. I think it was raw, and it was a little bit higher of a grade. I don't know if it was a 7, but it probably would be somewhere around there. That shit was like $700, and that was a couple years ago. So if that puts anything into perspective, that's a hell of a deal. But comics have dropped down a little bit in price too. Gotta get going. Thanks for the video, AR. Man, my 2 cents. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Have a good weekend. Just enjoy the weather. I'm sure it's nice where you're at, too. Who buys comics to read them anymore? Cringe. It's coming from Spitzkoff chat. Spitzkoff is a huge ASM current ongoing fan, so yeah. Izzyverse, slabs to me should be dedicated to books that are blue chip, but everyone has their preferences, and I respect that. I don't slab most of my books since they are signed before CGC. So outside of those that I had, I bought those already slabbed. But the one that I did get slabbed that I have for my collection, it's the Resident Evil promo book from, God knows, the 90s, whenever that came out. I got that slabbed. That's an 8.5 CBCS, but I love that I have that in my collection. Huge Resident Evil fan. All right.
Like, getting this book at what is seemingly a 7.0. I mean, it's a raw book. We don't know, right? It could be a 6.5. Maybe it would be a 7.5.
Yeah, it could be shit missing. You know how many times I bought stuff that had...
I felt like it was a really fair
pages
price,
missing?
really good price to pick it up. And I'm really happy to have this because it had always sort of bothered me that on my back wall, I have Silver Surfer 1 as a raw, and then I had Silver Surfer 3 as a graded book, and then I have Silver Surfer 4 as a raw. And it aesthetically always kind of bothered me. So I'm happy to sort of add this raw book.
He strikes me as that type of person. That's funny, though.
And, I don't really feel like I need to get this graded. I mean,
that's how I am now too, mister.
That it is a 7.0 grade. That would be nice to know if the grade is actually the grade that I picked up. But also, this raw book right here is for my own kind of personal collection. And I think that really is sort of the main idea of, sort of what I wanted to talk about in this video here today. And that's this idea of the raw book sort of rise. Now, a lot of people always used to kind of tease me or make fun of me or I know you guys in the comments are not used to, but I feel like they do now, where a lot of people were like, man, Swag, back in the day, you were all about the raw books. You had no graded books. And look at your wall behind you. It's like all graded books now. Well, I would like to make the statement.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look at the books that he has, though. Those books are expensive as all hell. I brought it up, I think, last time I tried watching one of his videos. It's like the things that he has on that wall is an absurd amount of money, and those are books that people would kill for. They would be so happy to just have a couple of them in their collection, and he's got 3 rows of just very high-end books. Now, I can't see the grades from here, but based on how he is, it seems, with a lot of his other books, I can only imagine that they're all reasonable grades. Like, I feel like a lot of them probably aren't low grades, they're probably mids, like maybe a lot of 5s and 6s, a couple 7s floating around there, but I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't blame him for moving into slabbing a lot of his books. You got to preserve them things, man. I recently cracked open my Marvel Premiere 1 to get Roy Tom. Oh, hell yeah. Just to get it reslab. See, that too. Crack it open, get it signed, reslab it, preserve it. It's when you get into slabbing literally every single thing. That's what ruins it.
Statement officially here that it wasn't me.
And that too, if you love it.
I felt like the market had changed, right? Back when I had started the channel and I was like all raw books, basically at that time, that was pre-comic book boom. And pre-comic book boom, there actually was this point where you could pick up raw keys for cheaper than their corresponding graded value, right? Like, so if you had a 7.0 raw copy, I could pick this up for $400, and maybe the fair market value for the 7.0 graded copy would be, I don't know, 600, 700, something like that. And it just made more sense for somebody who is effectively just going to collect the book, and not really.
And that's not how things are anymore. If you look stuff up, if you have, for example, like a 5 for a book, a lot of times when they put the description on it, whether it's on Whatnot, whether it's on Instagram, eBay, Mercari, who the hell cares what it is, they'll put in that description sometimes like estimate rough grade 5.0, and they'll have it very similar prices. Like if the slab is say 500, it might be like 475 or even 500. They're still selling it for basically just as much as the slab books. And to go off what KO says, it sounds like he only buys to invest. I think now I don't know for certain, but I believe that he's very big into the investment side of it, and he's very big into the selling side of it. You don't see him pop up on sales too often, I don't think. But he is very big into the investment of it. So, yes, that's why he does these types of videos. I don't know if he is a heavy reader. I don't know if he buys them to really read, but that's why we always say there's something for everybody. And maybe he grew up with a lot of these books, and maybe he did grow up reading them. And now that he's older and he's got money that he can afford to buy these books, I mean, why not get a nice copy of it to remind him of his childhood? See, it would cost me a fortune to slap through. Oh my, yeah, it would.
They necessarily flip it onto the market. That why would I target the fair market value graded price if I can get a raw book for a lot cheaper and basically save some money and have some equity in the book that I picked up for myself? Well, that was sort of what I was always doing. That was what I was always buying. I was always buying books because I felt like the raw prices were better. Well, eventually that started to change, right? Well, once we got into the comic book boom, eventually all these people started figuring out, like, oh my God, like everyone is spending crazy money on these books.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy at the time,
a raw
man.
Comic book, at a under fair market value to the graded price, if I can just sell you the graded price. And sure enough, in 2021 and 2022, we saw like the graded price of the comic book and the raw price of the comic book effectively get equalized. Where people were now charging.
Well, I can agree with that too, KO. I like when I say the phrase "I prefer readers," that's because I like having those conversations with people. Like I like to say, I don't know what the hell's next to me. Like one of the books I read, like say Phantom Road. Like Phantom Road came out. I'm not saying Swag isn't the type of person that I could approach and say, dude, did you read the latest issue of Phantom Road by Jeff Lemire? I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark and say he probably didn't read it. When I say I prefer readers, that means I like to have that conversation with people who are similar minded, where they pick up, say, Phantom Road, and they're like, dude, it was such a fantastic issue. Did you grab it? And I'm like, yes, I did get it, dude. It was so good. I love how Jeff Lemire did this. I love how the characters talked about this, and then this happened, and that's going to lead into the next issue. I love having those conversations. I sadly, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not knowledgeable like he is, and I'm not knowledgeable on a lot of prices like some of these guys are, and what books have what in them, what you need to look out for. Now, I graded a lot of books for my shop. I'm no slouch when it comes to grading. I'm pretty hard on my grades, and I think I do a pretty decent job. So I know what to look out for. I know stuff like that. But these types of conversations aren't always my go-to. I like to listen to them, and I like to see what's going on the other side of the hobby, because just like you, like KO, I'm sure you do have a lot of very expensive books, and you even did say you do slab books that you're going to sell eventually. So maybe he might be doing the same thing. Maybe he doesn't read them anymore. Maybe he reads them periodically. But he's the type of dude, to me, my opinion, that is going to be funding his own hobby. Like Dr. Cosmo literally just said it. I got into spec to fund my reading addiction. Maybe he does that too. Maybe he is doing this as an investment. I don't know if he has kids, but maybe for later down the line for his kids. Maybe he's going to pawn them off to them and they can sell them, do whatever with it. But that's why I love this hobby, though. There really is something for everybody. So to me, you can't really put one above the other, because everybody makes this hobby for what it is. If you didn't have people specking on it, you didn't have those people hyping up some of these books, if you didn't have the people who are reading it also hyping it up, maybe that's what brings the spec people into it. Maybe the spec people are talking about it, and then you get the reader side of the hobby that says, "No, I want to see what's so popular about it. Is the story actually good though?" And then from there, you've got the people who spec on it, say, for example, Spider-Man 7. Oh yeah, we got Spider-Boy. This is a brand new character. This is going to be hot. But you have the readers that say, actually, hold on. I'm reading the series. The series is garbage. This character doesn't really play a role. This character is non-existent. So you can put those two ideas together and say, you're hyping it up a little wrong. Is it worth it? Maybe a little bit, but you really do kind of need it all, and it all plays into the hobby itself. I think it's a lot of fun. So that's why I like watching his videos, and I think he has really good information, and he's got a wealth of knowledge that he just talks to the community. So his 17.6 thousand subscribers, they're all well deserved. He gets a lot of views on his videos. Did I check the article? On what? Was it Facebook? I'm going to be real with you. I don't go on Facebook very often. To guesstimate a slab grade is not a good purchase to me. Your book is graded. That too. It's not a good purchase to me. Your book is graded by different graders and graded according to their standards. Yeah, a lot of times the grading really comes down to how's that person's day even going. Maybe they're having a bad day and they say, I'm tired of this stack of fucking books. And I'm just gonna blow through them as quick as I can. Or maybe they're having a really great day and they blow through them the same exact way, but they're a little bit more lenient because they're in a good mood. Or maybe they're actually sitting down and paying attention to what they're doing and they're grading it properly. Who knows? All different angles.
Like raw book prices at the same level of their, graded counterpart, which, even in a vacuum, that is ridiculous already.
And then that's why people like Swag are important, because these are, well, not him, but people who talk about spec and investment, because they're going to hype those characters up.
Because of the fact that, like, one, I'm going to have to pay to, send it into CGC. Maybe I have to pay for a pressing to actually get the grade that you're advertising it as. So why wouldn't I just get the graded book? I mean, it's already there. And that was really what sort of changed in a lot of my buying habits, where all of a sudden I felt like, well, the graded price is basically the same as the raw price, and I don't have to pay CGC to slab it. So effectively, why don't I just get the graded book? And so that's what we saw a lot in the market.
And that's what I was saying. That's what people are doing.
Paying, the CGC prices for the raw books. So, things were just going crazy. And then it made sense to send all the raw books into CGC to be graded so that you can get the max value for whatever the grade was. I mean, people were already buying the raw book, but effectively it was this sort of race to the top mentality in those years. So everything was moving, everyone was buying. It made sense to buy a raw book, send it into CGC yourself, and then Echo the Dolphin it back into the market, above the FMV price. Well,
that makes sense.
Here we are now in 2023, and of course, one of my predictions for 2023 was that I felt like there was going to be a lot of price consolidation, especially in that of the low and mid grade. And that's kind of where we're seeing, a lot of these opportunities where, like I can get a raw book for, $400 that is effectively the same value of my 5.5. And then effectively I can, sell my 5.5 for the same value. And I was able to sort of upgrade my comic book in my collection at no cost to me. And I kind of want to just show you guys this just so I can kind of nail the point home. I've had some conversations about this with, the consolidation of the mid-grade prices.
Now we don't have to fully go through the whole video, because if he's talking numbers, I wanted to get the idea that he was trying to talk about out there. So let's move forward past the numbers just a little bit.
With 2023, where you can't get instant flips out there on eBay or your whatnot account or whatever, right? Everyone is once again looking for those opportunities to find instant equity, and a lot of times it's going to be hard to do that if you are buying up the graded comic book, right? If you're buying the graded comic book, it's going to be the fair market value, right? You can look on GPA, you can look on GoCollect, you can look on any pricing service, and you will see the fair market value. And any dealer or seller is just going to be like, well, here's the 30-day moving average, or here's the 90-day, or they're probably going to have it above the 90-day, to be honest. So you're not going to be able to get that instant equity. Whereas the raw books, right now, the reason that there's a raw book rise is that people are looking for those opportunities to buy, the raw book and save some equity. Even if they decide not to grade it today and not to try to flip it back into the market, they at least know that, if I can find a good deal on a raw book, then that's going to be my best way to kind of preserve equity. And that's really why you're seeing a lot of the consolidation in the mid-grade prices, because there's a lot of opportunities to buy them. You can find a 4.5, you can find a 5.5, you can find a 6.5. They're all kind of the same, any given deal, any given day, and so there's more risk.
Now, I kind of agree with that, and I slightly disagree. Because the way things are, and what I agree with is that he's totally on point with, you have a slab, you have a 5.5, you have all of these available options to see what a 5.5 of that grade sells for. Whether it's on eBay, the sold prices, GPA, I'm sure cover price, you can look that crap up too. There's a lot of options to see, or even GoCollect. I think it's called GoCollect. What that 5.5 is worth, what the recent sales are for it. You have that availability. On a raw book, that's where he's talking about people are taking the risk now. People are taking the chance. If they can get a good deal on something, if they can get something for cheap, they might be able to eventually flip that a little bit more, get that graded eventually. And now maybe they spent $400 like him. Maybe he wants to slab it and it does come back a 7 or 8. I don't know what a 7 is even worth nowadays, but say it's $600. Made $200 profit on that. So I agree with that. And This has been a great informative video. I'm gonna have to finish it later though. Thanks, Eric. Hey, Texas Snake, have a good night, buddy. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. Always prefer raw books, not for the grades. I that's how I prefer it too. And what old comic are you looking for, AR? At this time, I'm honestly not looking for anything. Collection wise, there's some indie deluxe hardcovers that I've been aiming for, but keys, not really looking for any keys. Not really looking for anything like that. Swag is a great channel based in Cali. Is he from Cali? I thought it was on the East Coast for whatever reason. I had a book that was told was a solid 9.2. Turns out to be an 8. It was Marvel preview. Ooh, that one.
Inherent risk to buying the graded prices because of the fact that, any given day a sale could slip through the cracks and then reprice the entire market. Whereas with the raw stuff, the raw stuff, it doesn't have GPA data to, analyze what the fair market value prices of the raw books are. So a lot of people are looking to those to find those opportunities. There's also another factor that is playing into the raw book rise, and that's the psychology aspect of it. If you have a raw book, effectively, you always have the potential in your mind to hit a certain grade. Whereas if you have a 5.0 graded,
that's crazy. He's hitting all the things that I feel like I just got done talking about too. It's like you have this idea that you could do more. It could get better. So he's very on point in my opinion with this. It's all the same thinking, and I think he did a good job with this video so far. There's a couple minutes left in it. We'll see if he
comic book, you have a 5.0 graded comic book. There's no slight chance that maybe my raw is a 5.5. Maybe it's a 6.0. I think that there still is a little bit of that and above. I think that those tend to be benchmarks that people actually like to hit. So I think that there's kind of an interesting psychological aspect that kind of in this bear market, we're kind of finding our floor, kind of finding the bottom. I think raw books are once again going to be very popular. Number one, for people who just want to collect the book.
Yeah, so that's virtually what the rest of the video is. If you guys get an opportunity, go give it a like. I'm on incognito mode, so I can't like it right now. I liked it on my other account though. Go give him a sub. He's a good dude. He's got really good information. I think this is a very informative video. I think if you are interested in this type of stuff, he does a great job explaining it. I think it's well thought out. And I feel like our ideas were pretty on point. Raws are on the rise. They're cheaper. You have an opportunity to grow with it. That's good stuff. Let's hit a top 10 list. And then maybe we'll get to that. We'll see. All right. Let's see what you guys want to check out first. Do you want to see the 10 Marvel villains everyone forgets are geniuses, 13 scariest villains Spider-Man created, or 10 worst decisions Spider-Man's ever made? Are they really all fucking Spider-Man, basically? All right. What do you guys want to see out of those ones? All right, I guess we'll. I know there's a lag, but we'll just hop into worst decisions. All right, cool. We'll do that one then. Spider-Man Incognito. All right, we'll see if we can hit the geniuses after. All right, I don't think there's a genius. I just rejoined. Are we still doing it? Yeah, pretty much. All right, so this top 10 list, we got 10 worst decisions Spider-Man has ever made. Peter Parker has faced a few tough choices over the years as Spider-Man, and Marvel's web slinger doesn't always make the best decisions when needed. All right, so number 10. Spider-Man let the burglar who killed his Uncle Ben go free. How the hell is that number 10? They still talk about that all the time. This is brought up constantly. Uncle Ben. Oh, I let the guy go, and because of me, my Uncle Ben died. How is that number 10? Who made this list? This one's not off to a good start. That's a hell of a guess. I know that's 100% going to be on here. Who was this? Scoot Allen. We had Scoot the last kind of Friday live stream we did. We also had a Scoot one on there. All right, Scoot. This one ain't looking too. Let's see what he's got to say about it though. One of Spider-Man's greatest regrets occurred at the very start of his. Hold on, Scoot. You put it in at number 10, and then you started your very first sentence of one of Spider-Man's greatest regrets occurred at the very start of his career. All right. I see you, Scoot. Shortly after he gained his powers from the radioactive spider, he decided not to stop a thief who, I mean, we all know. Not great right in there, Scoot. Yeah. All right. We'll see what's next. All right. Number 9, Spider-Man let Norman Osborn go after he developed amnesia. I mean, that's part of Peter Parker, though, who Spider-Man is. I mean, I guess I understand the whole, he could have called the authorities, he could have had him arrested, anything like that, but he was looking more of it at his friend's perspective of just, am I going to really just tell the world that your dad is the Green Goblin when he doesn't remember anything? So I didn't read it yet, but based on that idea, I mean, he was trying to do the right thing and look out for his buddy. Lyle, I really enjoy your program. AR, so informative. All new comics coming out is very helpful. Oh, dude, no, thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Did Norman Osborn also murder his Uncle Ben? Yeah, I'd say I don't think I'd put this one at number 9, before the other one. But hey, that's just me. Let's see. Spider-Man decided to let Norman Osborn return to his life for the sake of his young son and Peter's friend. Friend Harry. However, he should have tried to get Norman Osborn some professional help instead. He could have potentially avoided years of torment and tragedy at Green Goblin. No, that wouldn't have happened. All right, next up we got number 8. Spider-Man tried to catch Gwen Stacy with a neck-breaking web. What's the title of this again? I don't think this deserves to be a worse decision. He tried to save the love of his life's life before she died. He did what he could to save her life. And it's not like he shot the web down and he wrapped it perfectly around his neck and caught her that way. I mean, he got her and it just happened to, go that way. But I don't. Yeah, I don't think this is a mistake. Scoot's not off to a great start with this one, guys. He should have just instead, the mistake was he tried saving her. If she would have smacked off the ground, there's no proof that the ground wasn't rubber, and maybe she would have bounced up to him. I've seen videos of like that at people doing gymnastics. They hit the ground, they bounce right back up. There's trampolines. You never know what that ground was made out of. So obviously that's a big mistake on Spider-Man's end. Let's see. He didn't. He's out there saying next shot. It is the Uncle Ben thing. Spider-Man's more experience here. It led to the death of Gwen. Amnesia number 9. Yeah. All right. So like I said, Scoot's not off to a great start. That's actually a good call. Shoot a web trampoline down below her. Yeah, he probably could have done that. Here, I wasn't born back in the day, so I couldn't write that one for him. Let's see. Number 7. Spider-Man became a murderer when he decided to go to Berlin. I actually don't know this one. Peter Parker's decision to take a photographer assignment from the Daily Bugle in Spider-Man vs. Wolverine would turn out to have tragic consequences. He accompanied Ned Leeds on a story investigating the murder of former KGB agents. Wolverine was in Berlin investigating the same case, as an old friend of his named Charlie was also being hunted. Charlie asked Wolverine to kill her instead of allowing the former KGB operatives to take her alive. This led to a fight between Spidey and one of his closest friends. As he tried to stop Wolverine, she jumped into the battle, and Spider-Man accidentally struck and killed her, traumatizing him for years. What? What is this title? Spider-Man became a murderer when he decided to go to Berlin. Spider-Man and one of his closest friends, as he tried to stop Wolverine, she jumped into the battle and Spider-Man accidentally struck her and killed her, traumatizing him for years. That's not a decision. He was already in the process of doing something and she jumped in the way. That's her mistake. Come on. All right, what do we got at number 6? Scoot, you're killing me, bro. Number 6. Spider-Man brought the alien symbiote to Earth as his new costume. Okay, I can agree with this one. I know he didn't realize what it was at the time, but the idea that him bringing it back to Earth, I'm pretty sure he does even reference that he says it's a mistake, that he wished he wouldn't have done that. So this one kind of makes a little bit more sense to me. He knew it came from a different planet, brought it back to Earth, not knowing exactly what it was that led to everything else. Is he? Christopher Priest wrote that Spider-Man. Oh shit, I might have to read that. I like Christopher Priest. I think Christopher Priest does really good stuff. Let's see. After Spidey's costume was shredded during the Secret Wars, he used an alien machine to create a new suit for himself. He brought the costume home from Battleworld, but soon discovered had an extraordinary capabilities. Spider-Man took his new black costume to Reed Richards, who discovered that was alien symbiote trying to permanently bond with Spider-Man. Richards tried to help. Initially, he permanently severed the bond. Later on his own, the symbiote then bonded with Eddie Brock. See, the thing with that also is that the symbiote was having not mind control, but it was affecting the way that he thought. So, in that sense, he didn't really know exactly what he was doing, but I'm sure if it was just regular old happy-go-lucky Peter Parker who's trying to only do the best for everybody, yeah, Reed Richards is helping him, and if he says, like, hey, I probably wouldn't keep using that, or I think we should take it, take that, unattach it from you or whatever, it's, he probably would have done it. Is this a Spidey? It turned into a Spidey live stream. I don't, it was unplanned, but it definitely turned into it. Even the top 10 list, I was like, damn, these are all Spider-Man ones too. Escaping the suit and leaving the church was a poor decision. See, if anything, that's what it should have been. Was just like kind of letting it exist. Like, oh, thank God it's off of me. All right, next up, Peter and MJ never should have moved away from Portland. Is this a clone thing? Spider-Man and clone Ben Reilly returned to New York City as a Scarlet Spider during the Clone Saga. This led to Peter Parker's retirement from superheroics. He handed the role of Spider-Man over to Reilly. He headed to Portland for a new life with his pregnant wife, MJ. Peter Parker got a great job in Portland, but they missed their old life and eventually headed back to New York. Tragically, Norman Osborn's manipulations caused them to lose the baby after they returned. It was a mistake that haunted Peter and MJ's relationship that have been avoided. You know what? This is a good one. Time to give Scoot the old boot, Scoot and booty. Also, a mistake. If you read Secret Wars, many heroes replace their damaged costumes. See, that too. I was going to say a lot of characters got a lot of new costumes. I'm just saying Portland is no. That is true too. That is a state that I don't know if they're still having a lot of issues, but I know for a hot minute there, they were having a ton of riots. So that probably would have been an issue for Mr. Peter Parker and MJ as well. But no, based on this right here, I think this is a valid one for the list. Let's see. Number 4, Spider-Man revealed his secret identity to the public in Civil... I don't even know what I was just about to say. Civil War. Yeah, Spider-Man made one of his most impactful and regretted decisions during the Civil War event. After spending some time working closely alongside Tony Stark, he decided to publicly back Iron Man and the Superhuman Registration Act by revealing his secret identity to the public. Joseph L. Mannion, props for not just laying in a scoot and giving him props for number 5. Well, props to you and thank you for the donation. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So thank you very much. No, I think that was a good one. I also think this is a good one too. He did have to publicly back Iron Man for this one, so he showed his face. Horrible mistake. Led to a lot of other bullshit for Spider-Man, and it was a lot of problems. So this was a very bad, poor decision. So yeah, this was a mistake. Down to number 3. Spider-Man sold. There we go. There's the one new or one whatever the hell it was called. One something day. Spider-Man sold his marriage to Mephisto for Aunt May's life. This was stupid. I really don't know why he would have done that. I thought it was unique, and I think this concept is crazy, but I don't know why he saved Aunt May's life. I really thought this was going to be... 3 is good. I would have guessed 1 or 2, especially seeing that Uncle Ben wasn't number 1. Backing Stark was a big issue. This is also what led to the worst decision. Yeah, the one more day. I knew it was 1 something. I couldn't remember what it was off the top of my head. I thought it was... Nobody likes One More Day. I thought it was unique. I don't think this is good, though. Like, I either want your marriage or I want... Aunt May. I think that was kind of whatever because I sadly think it's obvious you save not Aunt May. I think it's obvious you save MJ's life and the marriage and all the years you spent together because Aunt May is she's quite old. She's been around the block. She lived a great life, and I'm pretty sure MJ even said that in the little event, like your Aunt May lived a great life, Peter. We still have our whole life ahead of us. And he still said, I don't give a shit, MJ. Nobody's taking Aunt May away from me. I thought that was just bad thinking on his end, which was obviously a terrible mistake. But that freaking, that kind of, not cliffhanger, but that whole thing that they did with the little girl, I thought that was really cool too. I didn't want to spoil it for you guys. I was trying to think about how to say it. The story wasn't written bad. The problem was his decision. Yeah. And then how it completely retconned the last decades of Spider-Man books. I think that's why everyone hated it. They didn't hate it because it was some poorly, stupid written series. It's because it undone so much crap that happened like all those years with Spider-Man, and that's why people hated it. But I thought it was well written. I thought it was a really good idea, but I agree from that perspective, and I don't think he should have saved MJ, or should have saved Aunt May. Down to number 2. Peter Parker destroyed his own company by crashing webware. Is this new? Oh, wait, no. What is this? When Otto Octavius briefly took over Peter Parker's body as Superior Spider-Man, when real Peter Parker returned, he took over the tech company and developed a groundbreaking new piece of mobile tech called webware that became a successful worldwide hit. Unfortunately, Ben Reilly's return as the villainous Jackal saw him nearly unleash a clone plague that could decimate the world. No. Why is this number 2? This should be, if this is on here, this should be like number 8 or number 9. How you're going to put this above Uncle Ben's death and the one more day, and even bringing this the Venom symbiote to Earth? I don't know. There's also that one where Doc Ock tried to marry Aunt May. Was that Superior Spider-Man Volume 2, or did that happen in 1? I don't remember that off the top of my head. And then this is the final one. What do you guys think it's going to be? Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't even a well-known story to me. What was it? Unfortunately, Ben Reilly, it doesn't say what it is. Spider-Man decided to sacrifice the webware devices to stop the plague, ultimately crashing the company and ending the success. Yeah, I don't even know what... I was going to say, I don't want to spoil one. All right. So what do you guys think number 1 is? Got 32 people in the house right now. Definitely Sins Past. Oh my God, stop that. If they put that Sins Past crap in here or anything from the Nick Spencer run, I'm going to be hurt. Not even the Nick Spencer run. If they bring anything up from the Beyond Corporation, I'm going to be pretty mad. When Spider-Man accidentally wore mismatched socks. Gotta be number 2, gotta be number 1. Was too early for them to start doing weird storylines like that. That's what I'm saying. This should have been up there on that list like 8. All right, let's check it out together. Here we go. All right, what do we got? Number 1. Oh my! Get the fuck out of here! Oh my God! Spider-Man took a job with Norman Osborn after losing everything with that garbage-ass John Romita Jr. artwork. Oh my God, I cannot believe that they put this modern-ass crap at number 1. What is this list? Scoot Allen, bro. You put Uncle Ben's death at number 10. And Spider-Man taking a job with Norman Osborn at number 1. Oh my God. Spider-Man's responsibility for a tragedy in Pennsylvania changed everything for the wall crawler. I don't even care. I don't even care what it is. Norman Osborn was on his seemingly heroic path, which is also stupid with the whole Sin Eater stuff. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What were we at? 46. Yeah, I think, what's this list again? I had to double check twice. 10 worst decisions Spider-Man ever made. And we'll do a quick recap for those of you just tuning in. 10 was Uncle Ben's death. Number 10 was letting the burglar go free. Oh my God. Number 9, letting Norman Osborn go after developing amnesia. Number 8, Spider-Man tried to catch Gwen Stacy with a neck-breaking web. First off, no, he didn't. He tried saving her life. That's what he could do at the moment. it sucks that, it didn't pan out in his favor, but I still don't think that he's going to say it was a mistake for him to try to save Gwen Stacy's life. The mistake was letting her hit the trampoline ground. This one, number 7, this one was also stupid to me, mainly because Spider-Man became a murderer when he decided to go to Berlin. He was fighting somebody, and somebody jumped in the way, and he accidentally murdered that person. This one, number 6, I could understand. Spider-Man brought the alien symbiote to Earth as his new costume. The thing is he didn't know what it was at the time, so he was unaware when he brought it. I let that one slide, though. Number 5, this one makes a lot of sense, and I'm okay with this one. Peter Parker and MJ should have never moved away from Portland. This was with the Clone Saga stuff. I thought it was with the Clone Saga, but they moved out of New York. They went to Portland, and Ben Reilly took over as Spider-Man. Who the hell's going to know the difference? He can go live out his life just like he wants to. That's a good one, and I don't think it should be number 5. I think it should be higher on the list, like maybe based on the rest of it, maybe 4, maybe 3 or 4, but still good. Spider-Man revealed the secret identity to the public in Civil War. Also a horrible mistake. Agreed with that one as well. I think that's decent placement. Number 3, I also agree with this one. Spider-Man sold his marriage to Mephisto for MJ's life. For Aunt May's life. God, I keep mixing those up. For Aunt May's life. That was a good one. However, number 2, I thought this one was stupid. Peter Parker destroyed his own company by crashing webware. And then finally, how the hell did I say that? I said it better not be no modern crap from Nick Spencer or the Beyond Corporation stuff. Lo and behold, the most modern of modern. It is the newest run. The worst thing that Spider-Man has ever done, his biggest mistake, the biggest regret that Spider-Man has in his entire life, of all the things he's done in all these years, it's that he took a job with Norman Osborn after losing everything. All right, everyone pour one out for our boy Peter right now. Everyone take a shot, take a big swig. Uncle Ben's death meant nothing. Gwen Stacy's death meant nothing. Sacrificing MJ's marriage and whole life with her for Aunt May meant nothing. Giving up the life in Portland meant nothing. Showing his identity to the public and everyone knows who Spider-Man is meant nothing. It did mean something, though. Spider-Man took the job with Norman Osborn after he lost it all. That's the regret. How's this list generated? Our boy Scoot Allen made the list. Let's see what else our boy Scoot got. Damn, 1,300 articles. Holy shit. I'm telling you, we did one of these. Oh, wait, the Geniuses one. That's another Scoot Allen. Oh, no. We're going to have to save that one. Everybody. Because it's pretty much that time, everybody. I'm going to be wrapping this stream up. Thank you all so much for the support tonight. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. I had a lot of fun talking everything with you. We went over the unboxing. We went over the Spider-Boy, the other Marvel Voices issue. We did a top 10 list. We got to watch a video. We're going to be ending on that high note of Spidey's biggest regret is taking that job. Everybody, thank you all so much again. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I do want to give you a quick heads up, though, going forward. Based on my schedule, it's going to be a little bit easier. I think I'm going to be doing these news kind of segments and shit like this. We're going to be doing it on Monday nights instead. So we're going to have a video on Sunday, stream Monday, stream Tuesday. I'm on the EXP. It's not on my channel, but then a stream on Thursday as well. So a lot of content coming your way. It's just a little bit easier. And plus, it's Friday. It's Friday night. Go hang out with your family. Go spend time with them. We're talking about family. Peter Parker's biggest regret isn't Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy dying, but I'll tell you what, if you don't spend time with your family, it could be a big regret. Tell them you love them. Go spend some time this weekend. Go enjoy the sun. We'll see you guys all, I guess technically, well, not this Monday. So this coming Monday will be this stream. I was debating on doing it on Monday, but so nothing this Monday, but then next Monday, I'll be doing this type of a stream again. And Izzy, thank you so much. Oh, awesome. Join the Discord. Yes. Speaking of Discord, the link is up there. It's the pinned comment. We've got like 25 or 27, maybe 30 people in there right now. Always talk comics. It's a great time. We talk about some other things as well. If you want to join a community like that, where you feel that you can just, talk about your hobby, talk about the stuff you just picked up, show off what you have in your collection. Everybody's nice. It's a great time. If you got any questions about it, just let me know. I'm going to be on the EXP next Wednesday. And thank you so much, Izzy, for the donation. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And with that being said, I got my Patreon listed down below if you want to help support the channel as well. And on that note, I love you all. Thank you all so much for the stream. Thank you, chat. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and have a great weekend.